Hello, this is Rob from the COAD Laser Lab, and today we're going to go over how to use the ULS UCP program to estimate your cutting time. Now, I find this is the most important asset of this program and is the primary reason why I had you guys install it on your computers. So we're going to go to AutoCAD, and we already have a file ready. This is just a regular file. It's just 1-inch squares with a 1/4 inch spacing in between on the cut layer. So we're going to go to Print. We're going to go to our pull down and we're going to select the laser cutter. Now, if you do not have the configured.pc3 file because you either don't have the image or you didn't install it, please pause this and look at the previous video of installing the UCP and then come back. Okay? Alright, so now we're going to select the laser cutter. We're going to go to Window, select the Window button, go top left to bottom right. Then we're going to print. Okay, so now it's in the UCP, so let's bring that up. And we're going to load the power settings. Now, all the power settings have been set for all the different materials in the shop, and they are available on the R drive, laser cutter folder, laser power setting. I'll also leave a link in the description to help you out and update it periodically. So always check back. So we're going to hit Settings, Load, and we're going to select 1/8 inch chipboard because that's a good ubiquitous material. All right, we're going to hit OK. We're going to come over to this empty clock face. If you hover over it, it says Estimate View. You're going to hit Start. Wow, that's going to take 49.5 minutes. Let's say you don't want to use 1/8 inch. What about 16th? You don't need to send the file again. All you have to do is hit Settings, Load, go to 16th inch chipboard, hit OK, and then redo the estimate. So 14.5 minutes. Now, that is that's a lot less than half of the previous cut file, same file. So when you're stacking, always keep in mind thickness versus time. Alright, now I just want to look at if you throw in a couple other layers. So this is the same file, but it has raster on top of it. So we're going to go to Print and send it to our UCP. Okay. So we're going to go to Load again, hit 1/8 inch chipboard. We're going to hit OK. Now the same file as previous, with some squares infill with raster, is going to take 1 hour and 38 minutes. Now what you can do is you can start playing with different layers, turning them off in the UCP to see how much time it's going to take. Let's say you have a site plan with a lot of raster, a lot of scoring on it, but each sheet's going to take 1.5 hours, but you don't want to redo the file. What you can do is just go to Settings, select the layer in question. Right now we're going to do raster 1. We're going to pull it down, we're going to hit Skip and hit Set. OK. And then review or start the estimate, and it's back down to the 49.5 minutes. So you could do that with any layer. That'll give you a very accurate look. But 49.5 minutes is still a lot of time. So the primary thing that you can do to make a quicker cut is to start getting rid of all this extra space in between. Now this file I made specifically to show you guys that the 1/4 inch spacing is worthless. You're creating 4 cutting angles for each of these, and it's just a lot of time. So let's go back to the original drawing. So this is ones that I've moved up adjacent to each other, so the lines are overlapping, but you can see they're still the same squares with 4 sides. What we're going to do is we're going to delete all the excessive geometry, and that's using the overkill command. So overkill. Hit Enter. What we want to do is select objects. So just click once in the top left and then click once again in the bottom right to select it all and hit Enter. Make sure that the Ignore Object Properties are all unclicked and hit OK. So 1,689 overlapping lines have been deleted. And you'll see that instead of the individual lines going around, it's just one straight line. It helps the machine by following one line instead of constantly stopping and starting. So we're going to send this to the laser cutter. So it's the same file, same end product results, the 1-inch square, but without the spaces. And we're going to look at it with 1/8 inch settings again and hit Start. So that's 25 minutes. So that's almost half the cutting time because you got rid of that space in between. I hope you found this educational. If you ever have any questions, please stop by the model shop and laser shop to ask questions of the TAs or myself, or please email me at coadmodelshop@gmail.com. Thank you, and look out for the next video.